Badass Gaming looked good on their own map pick of Vertigo, but can they translate that success into Nuke? We'll have to see. I'm Pineapple Phillips, joined by Boggs, and the pistol round is upon us. Wildcard having to start on the T side of their own map pick, and a straight play out the hut they go. Freshie 2 and 3 before falling. Shane, a triple in response. It's a 2 versus 2 with 2 players on the site for the T side. Shane looking for an ace. He's found the first, but not the second. Cryptic and Brett find the final pair. Was 2 spearheads for either side. Shane's on paper sharper, but Freshie's far more supported by Brett and Cryptic. Wildcard out the gates with a dub on the pistol.
Yeah, big dub there on the pistol for Wildcard. It gets them a T-side pistol winner. Pistols are very important on CS2. This can give them a good chance to get out to a strong start on the T side of Nuke. Something they desperately need considering their floundering result on map number 1. Badass not going to invest anything at all. They're going to go for rifles in round number 3. A very smart economic decision. And given the aggressive nature some of these players have shown in the past, I think it's very respectable that this team is very reserved when it comes to purchasing things in general. Something they've shown over the last couple seasons of ECL. Slide's going to get some money, though, with the MP, or the MAC-10, rather. Darty chimes in with a pair as well, 1,200 each. And Project 90, the one holding on to the A side proper, will be met by Cryptic, so yikes! That's an ugly one.
MAC-10 is an ugly spray. Slight will finish what Cryptic couldn't.
What is he, Kylo Ren?
I wasn't really going for a Star Wars reference. I was more so going for shade at Cryptic, but take it how you will. Take it how you will.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
The fact that you know sequel references is really telling of your character, my friend.
That's about the one I actually do know. Just because it was on the Force Awakens trailer for, like, when I was actually hyped for the sequel trilogy.
It's fair. Round 3, though. Full M4s and an op for Badass Gaming. And we do see an op as well for Slight on the T side of the equation. An op duel early on. We did not see anything of the sort on map number 1. Let's see what makes map 2 different. Brett, a jump down from top mini, drops Snav, but Dare back towards lockers does trade. 4 versus 4 secured. Wildcard technically favored due to the fact that they're on the T side, but anything can happen from here. A duel for Cryptic, 1 out of control. Frankie dispatched rather cleanly at that. Gaming don't have much utility left at all. Project 90 does tie it back up, but bomb plant is going to be secured here momentarily.
Bomb has been planted.
I think Badass are going to go for a save here. No, maybe not. They're going to start working towards secret. They've killed a lot of time, though. They don't have a kit.
It might still save. Keep in mind.
Yeah, exits here.
Exits and also the bomb radius. We talked about this yesterday. Obtuse is not even a word you can use. It is.
No. It
has to be a glitch. It has to be a glitch. It just does.
It's a feature. It's not a bug. It's a feature.
This is a feature?
It
like
has
a big
to be
cylindrical cone of death. It's crazy.
Has to be intentional. There's no way it's not.
Exit 1. So it has to survive, though. Drop a challenge. Oh my goodness. Cryptic did fall, so the bomb radius has not been changed. That is an expensive one for Wildcard because of that exit strategy for Badass Gaming. They've been doing their research. They know how big that bomb radius is, and they know where they should hunt for exits. Very well done from them. Wildcard will go for the investment. It feels like they're compelled to. They're going to have to shuffle the weapons around to get it done. Galil dropped. There was no Galil, excuse me. The AK's picked up. Good utility. Badass Gaming also have a decent investment. 1 MP9 for Project 90, but 3 rifles and the op still present.
The op for Dare needs to be big. It was for Badass on Vertigo at its moments. His Deagle, of course, very flashy. But no real contact yet for Wildcard. Shane will just re-smoke Squeaky off. Already gets a little bit more of a tag, but it's not going to equate to anything more than some more chip damage. Unconfirmed at that, too. Very slow round from the T's as they work their way around lobby, leaving Cryptic to lurk out our yard. Badass very congested, and I think Frankie's alone, too. No real sign of help. That nade will do nothing. They're too far back, and now they know somebody's ramp. Dare's op is towards hell. He's sitting in lockers. He might get signaled because of the utility throw and ramp, but it's all part of a fake from Wildcard. They're going to go back towards lobby and A. Although Cryptic down here in the vents, this could be where it all comes crashing down
Shane's
for
here.
Badass if he does not get by. Shane, that changes things. And now Wildcard are up a creek without a paddle.
Good adjustment from Badass Gaming, sending a player down the vents to watch Secret when the op rotates inwards. I like the call. Covering their bases. MP9 of Project 90 that was not expecting to play outdoors. He thought he had cover. Instead, it's Brett double and Slight tripling the entry. The op duel 1. That's the first op duel 1 in Wildcard's favor. Frankie, the last alive on the flank, in towards lobby. Does find one, but now the element of surprise is lost. As is the round. Freshie finds the kill, and Wildcard. Really quick start on their own map pick. I was a bit worried they might be intimidated or daunted by the loss on Vertigo, but clearly they are not. A clean 4-0 start. A fifth seeming likely as well. Money for Badass is rather poor. And they do understandably call a tack pause, probably to talk things out if they want to go for an investment in this one or if they want to go for pistols.
Pistol's probably a more likely scenario here. Never mind. Dare's gone for... pistols, yeah, pistols. We're not going to overinvest here. It's a hero rifle for Dare. Dropped over, courtesy of Shane. But that's going to be it, I think. They're not going to go for too much more. And I think that's a wise idea, honestly. I feel like you go for a little bit of a hero rifle, you got an MP9 behind it too, a Deagle 5.7. You could reasonably do some damage and maybe even find a victory. But for the most part here, Wildcard do have the advantage. They've already got one down the vents too. That is Cryptic. But I don't think they know he's here. Nobody's ready for this. He's just working around, waiting for a vent drop. As his teammates work their way outer yard, slow and steady, he's just holding down for rotations. Wildcard looking for that fifth to start this off.
A great start. Smokes for the crossing. Dare really wants the challenge. Walking around the smoke, won't find anything. So they'll get by without incident. Freshie is lurking up above. 57 seconds left and no kills for either side. No casualties in the round. 10 hearts still kicking. Slight could get caught by Dare, though. That drop heard. That is rather significant. There's no one below to really stop this point. There's one player with the Deagle at ramp. That's Snav to harass, but Wildcard pop the windows, smoke both sides of ramp, or maybe a Molotov for one, and just win the site, win the round. Slight drop Snav to start it off. Very well done. Second for Freshie, as he just waits down below outside. Two, in fact, that's the rifle dropped, and that should be the only opportunity for Badass taken out of the round.
Yep, they had an opportunity. They did not get it. Slow, worked out for Wildcard. If Project 90 can save the M4, I think that's a bit of a victory for Badass. At least they don't lose that heavy investment. But they can still reinvest regardless of this fact. Frankie probably will fall here. Whether it's the bomb, whether it's the players, Freshie will look around and Darty will steal the kill. Everyone else should survive, theoretically.
Terrorists win.
Bomb radius on this map just is bizarre, mate.
It's wrong. I'm going to say no. It's a feature for now, but it should be considered a bug.
I agree.
Until explicitly said otherwise, it's a feature, but in our hearts, our heart of hearts, we know it's not true. Full rifles, double op for Frankie and Dare. That's an adjustment. Is it the right one? We'll have to wait and see. Looks like Dare's going to go for the aggressive peek towards Squeaky Door. It's going to be naded open, so an opportunity for an early pick. Slight is contemplating the peek. He's inching into the angle, and the crosshair for Dare is too low, and it doesn't matter anyway. He doesn't pull the trigger. Slight wins the op duel again, 2 for none. On to Dare. Smoke goes in towards Mini. It's going to be a play out A. Right at 90 does well to find one from above, but not a second. He's blind. Shane finds the op of Slight, but out in the middle of the open, he can't do much. His teammate comes through. Again, only good for one. Snav and Shane dispatched. Frankie, the second of the double op setup. 1v2 up in heaven. It is doable. Very improbable with an op.
They've heard him now. He scopes, he shoots, and he does not score. Darty reflects it, turns it into a 6th. The op is picked back up for Slight. Was had some success on this map now. Bit better than Vertigo, and Wildcard with a very good start in 8. I hesitate to say fantastic, just because they still have to close it out, and they have yet to win a map on CS2. But Nuke is looking considerably more convincing for them. And when you consider the fact that Badass played it twice in CSGO, never on CS2, and have a 1-1 record with +3 round differential, Wildcard definitely do have an advantage coming in. Snav is up on rafters. He will get one, but only one. Shane, the last player on site, will drop to Freshy's hand, who picks up a pair. Molotov out. Make it a hattie for Freshy. Dare's the last one standing up in garage, and he might have just been heard by Brett, too, as he scopes in garage. Crawling around like Shelob in Kirathungal. With no tricksy hobbitses to catch.
That's a reference that I'm not going to get.
You couldn't even watch the movies, man. I'm disappointed.
I got TikTok brain, sorry. Anything over 30 seconds, out the window.
Just gotta read the books.
Anything over 30 seconds, out the window. Sorry.
You read. Don't lie to the people.
I can't read.
You read every night.
Shh. They're going for exits. Bleak silver lining. I think Freshy and Slight both die unless they leave now. Slight might still fall. Freshy's all the way back in the middle of nowhere, so he'll live. Air should as well. Yeah, they do all survive. It's a big question for me. But a 7-0 start on T side of Nuke is quite a statement. 8 seems likely as well because Badass Gaming will be saving. But with that said, I think I have Caster's Curse this round.
Dare has an op, so he's going to go ahead and 360 no-scope, triple collateral, all headshots, jumping off of roof of garage, okay? That's what's going to happen now, just because he said that. How do you feel about yours? Holy, never mind. Maybe it's just Snav going to pull off something crazy again. I was trying to be facetious about it, but there actually is a legitimate chance that Badass won this round now that Snav's picking the gun for his teammates. And there still is that Deagle lurking behind double doors in the hand of Frankie. Molotov will not stop, and he goes in front. He's been spotted. Shane falls. Brett doubles up. That's going to restore some normalcy, but 3v3 now makes it a little bit more likely for Badass to pick it up. Snav holds on to an AK. I know Frankie's in the vicinity. All 3 players on the stairs, back double doors. Holy moly, Freshy's going to have to go nuclear.
He's gone nuclear multiple times, but can he go super critical? That's the question. Darty's him to this side of the door. Queen comes in off the contact. One for Freshy, and it doesn't matter if he goes super critical or not. He'll fall, but Darty, in his stead, finds a pair. Slight still has his op. And there's the support that we didn't see for Freshy in the first map. He is still a shining star, but Brett's at 6, Darty and Slider at 7 apiece, and Cryptic is calling out of his mind. Wildcard, 8-0. And even with rifles, I can't expect the Badass to do much of anything.
No, Wildcard are in full control, and at this point, it almost feels like we might see the unthinkable, Nate. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean. Fast A play, maybe event dive. Yeah, bombs down first. Darty slips through. Freshy does get taken down. That could be something for Badass, but look, it's a wide open B site. Plant down already. 1:35 into the round. Darty's already put that bomb down to what could be pay dirt. Dare's got one. He's almost dead. dead, and Cryptic falls too. It's up to Brett and Darty. You know, 2v5 hold. That bomb has ticked away.
Oh, the flash of Darty.
Here.
There is, but Darty got tagged by the flash. That makes this difficult, yet they still find success. Double door swings open, gives Dare one, and Brett can't hold on. Shane gets the kill. There are kits present, and it looks like Badass will finally be on the board. I like Wildcard again changing up the plays, getting aggressive. A little bit too aggressive, perhaps. I like it. It's just a bunch of mind games. Late ramp play to hope that they already pressed down, but of course Badass was wise to it. I really like what Wildcard are doing on this map.
It's pretty fun what Wildcard are doing. And they're playing a very good aggressive mix here. They're going hyper aggro, they're not going aggro, they're doing everything they need to do. And yes, they did lose that last round. They probably could have won it with a little less aggression, but it still puts doubt into the minds of Badass. Wildcard are just surging out onto the A side again. Shane has been spotted back silo. He is able to go 1 for 1. Freshie down to 6 HP. He has not been able to get anything done in the last couple of rounds, although he still could do something technically. Double op is out for Badass, though, which means bomb goes down. There's no chance for a retake for the CT side. You are not going to retake A side with a double op setup here. You don't have the funds, and you really don't have the multi-kill potential that you necessarily need. They don't even know that Wildcard are so low HP, and it's not like the ops really help in that regard either. If anything, it makes it even harder because you have to hit your one shot. It's not spray and pray, and all you need to do is hit one bullet or two in the case of Darty. Although with the 2 players up in Heaven, they might be able to do it. Has Freshie cleared out B yet, though? No, he's outside. He's flanking Heaven. He spots the first. And surely now, Wildcard know the jig is up.
Where was Dare looking?
Dare was watching Hell.
Say, it looked like he was watching Heaven. Down the vents they go.
Bomb, bomb, bomb!
So much damage taken. Cryptic will get down. But they have a combined total of 24 HP. If Badass try to go for this, it could very well work out. Frankie goes for an AK. They're going to attempt it. Snav on 3. Could win this duel depending on who peeks what, who's ready for what. One player flanking another. Freshie hears the steps. He's going to run away, throwing the flash to buy time. It's on Frankie. He's had a quiet map 2. Knows where they both were. I think this reposition, he's going to have to call it quits.
They're both dead, though. Freshie and Cryptic. I don't think they can get out of this one.
And they can go. They have to get CT or T-spawn to survive, I think. Frankie doesn't live here either. Where's he going?
He might.
Nope. He's dithering. He went to get the op, but then he realized, oh, the explosion radius is a cylinder, not a sphere.
Yeah, it's... Oh, wait. I'm dead here, even though I have full HP. This makes sense.
You can tell. He literally said, oh, wait, I should not get the op.
Yeah.
But too late. All 3 players remaining in the server die. An awkward end to an awkward round. Dare does bring out the op, albeit at the cost of all utility. You can see how their priorities lie. Slight will have one for himself as well. The economy for Wildcard is quite low. If they lose this round, it has the possibility of giving Badass 3.
Freshie's got the opener. Cryptic gets traded out. And Slight will grab one on the op, dropping around outside. Brett's the one to go up into Heaven this time around, as Wildcard are looking for double digits and potentially to 1/2. Spots out, Frankie outer yard. Wins that fight relatively clean. Last 2 players for Badass are on A. That is Shane and Project 90. They should be found out here momentarily. Shane tagged and all but bagged. Bomb will make its way eventually. Project 90 spotted second vents, mowed down by Brett. And Shane will try and save the M4. Because that's what he has to do. 10 secured for Wildcard here. I have full confidence saying that it's secured. I don't think Shane's going to attempt a single bit of a retake. And even saving from this position is not going to be great, although he should be fine if he stays back ramp. If he goes down to B, he's dead.
I think he dies back ramp too. I think he has to go CT or T-spawn.
Yeah, the bomb radius is so weird. It's not even a radius. It's like you say, more of a cylinder.
It really is a cylinder.
The bomb
and
cylinder.
big of one, a fat one at that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you can be on top of Heaven, bomb planted back silo B, and still die full HP.
Oh, absolutely.
Terrorists win.
Brett still falls in the back of lobby. He was already outside lobby.
Yep.
Shane was back ramp. Fell back ramp. 10-1 last round of the half. Nothing going for Badass Gaming. And I feel like at this point, just a formality before we head off to map number 3.
It really does feel like a formality. It's just been such a crazy run for Wildcard on this map. They honestly could have gotten through flawless if they didn't lose that one little vent drop. And there's been no stopping them. Just 100% run it down, run over their opposition. And we have a tech timeout here, a mech pause, a noops pause, whatever you want to call it. Wildcard. Just want to get this one done. Move on to the final map, which is Ancient. And some redemption, perhaps, for Wildcard. Their losses against EG and Forsaken. Just 2 and 1 day ago in the ESL Challenger Jönköping North American qualifier. But Nate, this is a completely different look from Badass, too. They just look lost.
Yeah, very different look. The op is not hitting. The only person finding any success is Shane. Snav a little bit. It feels like a lot of the kills are reactionary. They're second person at contact, so they're guaranteed to get a trade. They don't feel like convincing opening kills. They feel like they're responses to something that Wildcard are doing. That does not work.
Wondering what the issue is here. We'll find out. Maybe, maybe not. It should not be too much longer, at least I hope.
I think it's probably Dare or Shane because neither of them have invested.
Yeah, I would agree. Or maybe both.
Why not both? Good point.
Who knows? They've played together for so many years now, they might as well just have a team house together.
True. Shane, Snav, and Dare. That 3.
That's a trio we've seen for many a year.
I will say HLTV was saying Intro was going to play
Yeah,
instead of Shane.
which is interesting. And Shane's done very well.
Yes. Intro has been having a good 3 months, though.
That is also true.
You mentioned that it was kind of in this Renaissance era, top of the team in terms of rating.
Maybe it has something to do with work.
Definitely could. You know these players, even if they aren't on the team officially as a starting 5 anymore, they definitely still sub for each other.
Yep.
Or 4, I guess. The 5th isn't really here anymore.
No, Shane actually played their last one as well against Rocket.
Well, tech pause concluded. FAMAS is brought out for 3/5 of the CT side. And again, it feels like a formality, but we're always open to being surprised. Badass Gaming. If you want a chance, at least win this one in the pistol in the following. If not, you might as well say hello to Ancient.
I thought Snav was going to win that.
I definitely did as well. Cryptic snaps back the IGL to a very nice KD of 6 and 9.
Nice.
Noise.
How was Brett at 2 HP? That's what I want to know. Unless it was a spam against
It's
Dare.
gotta be a spam.
Yeah, because Dare's also low. Brett's got to be careful here.
Is there a lineup? Is that what he's doing? Is there a lineup for the peak? Ooh, aggression from Project 90 to avenge his teammate. Almost a second onto Freshy. Shane and Dare. One's events and not being cleared. Dare gets 1. Dare gets 2. The FAMAS multi-kills. A serious potential. Freshy will trade. Leaving just Shane. He's been spotted as well. Backside with the FAMAS. Obviously to be careful. Freshy's low. The spam's in. The lineup's there. Shane recovers a second round, but will it be enough to mount the comeback? We'll see after the break.
You love love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Well, Wildcard were anything but on Nuke. An absolute dominating T-half into a 10-2 finish. Badass were able to salvage a couple of the last 4 rounds, and a bit of luck and a bit of skill got them that final one with that spray down to line up the last 2. Yeah, well, you had to control the spray to be able to convert that. But
You've already told me the FAMAS's baby mode, dogs, okay? You've already built it up as a free gun to use. Lineups for the Glocks, but it doesn't matter. Slight chiming in from heaven now, back sight, leaving just Dare in a 1v3. Darty's low, sure, but a Glock versus a trio seems impossible. Freshie behind with the dualies, the menace at ramp flanking with the pair of pistols. 11-2, penultimate map point on map number 2, and it looks like this half might end before it even begins, Boggs.
Yeah, it's going to be a force here from Badass. They got to go in here. They got to go all in on round number 14, because if they don't, they're going to face a 10 map point streak, which is not what you want to deal with. Badass Deagles may have to be the magic elixir. Wildcard have the MP9s, the XM in the hands of Brett too, and I love to see the auto shotty come through when I can. Especially on a map like Nuke. Let's see if we can get anything done. Outer yard run from the Deagles, taking advantage of their ranged advantage. Little nice peek from Slight, and he will finish off 1. Going back for more might be unadvisable. Project 90's been heard by Cryptic as he sits in mini. Smoke down. Slight also drops off Evan. But that one-man advantage going to help considerably for Wildcard here. No refrags just yet.
Not as of yet. A minute left in the round. They're going back. Not enough utility for the crossing. Snav has 1 smoke left. Looks like Lobby might be the name of the game. Brett swaps to a pistol at a critical time. Won't be killed, but will miss an opportunity. His top hut play could just shut down an A rush or a vent rush as well.
There we go. Auto shotty kill. Not like money's really an object to Wildcard right now. Was Brett trying to fake the drop? Like he dropped off hot?
I think that was a bit of a misstep. Snap. Nice 1D on to Freshie. Gives them something to work with. MP9 recovered. And a run down ramp. Gonna be a rat race to plant the bomb. Cryptic, though, in control room should have at least one. Gonna stop the plant. No! Shane takes him down as he tries. Slight and Darty, though, mop things up. The bomb plant is secured. A second casualty in the round caused, but a round nonetheless in the favor of Wildcard. 10 map points. It seems like we are going to see the overgrown walls of Ancient sooner rather than later.
The green, verdant confines of Ancient. Normally when you think of verdant, you think of plains or forests.
It's in a forest.
More like a jungle.
Would be more apt.
Yeah. That reminds me, one of these days I want to go down to Peru and explore like all the megaliths. Bucket list right there. But bust out onto A for Frankie. Nobody here to defend just yet. Darty a little late up into heaven, takes some damage, and Slight will fall. Cryptic at the very least will trade back. Brett doubles it down and goes for more. Cryptic swings, and it's up to Project 90 and Dare. A little more than 90 problems right now for Badass on map number 2. Freshie does fall at the very least. Bomb is rotated down to B as well. Nobody is here to defend that from Wildcard. But Project 90 may very well fall. He does catch off for Darty at the very least. But I think Cryptic's already dove down the vents. Yeah, he's already to single doors. Brett is not too far behind either. Nade damage in. Headshot from Cryptic. One more kill is all they need. He's got the kit. He's got the ability to cross. He's just going to stick and hold. Project 90 cannot stop it. It will be 13-2 for Wildcard. And Badass, they were not really there on Nuke. It's like they phoned in that performance and have to be saving it all for Ancient because we're headed there after a very quick and blustery first or second map.
Yeah, Ancient is going to be where this one ends essentially.